And now, from beyond our dimension, this is the JeffMara podcast. Here's Jeff.
My guest is Karl Eternica from Sweden, who, while being dead for 21 minutes, met an old woman on the other side. Karl, thank you for joining me and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's start on the day that you died and go from there.
All right. I had a very, very nice life. I was in the middle of my career. I have a very, very nice house and everything around it. But something was missing. This was two old people from my childhood, my grandparents. And I searched for them a long time. So I started with religions to get answers if they are somewhere. But I don't find any answers. And that night, I felt a very deep love, very hard missing for them. And I decided to get answer from the other side. So I am not suicidal, or I haven't had any suicidal ideas before and not after. But that moment, I needed the answer because I was not happy without them. I'm still not happy, but I am all right. I am happy in another way, but not as I should be with them. So I took a rope and hanged myself. And it was not as I saw in the movies or documentaries. It was completely different. I don't have any tunnel and light, but I saw very strange things. I can remember everything if it was yesterday. So it was a very, very real and visual feeling. And I remember that when I took the rope around my neck, it's a little bit hard to tell it, but I do my best. It's too much feelings, in my head right now. So I remember that I felt deep love, and I was very humble to the destiny. And actually, I not demanded anything more that some wisdom, not wisdom, and knowledge to know that they are well. So I not demanded to meet them either or get come to heaven or something like that. I was prepared to burn in hell and get my punishment for what I did, but just that little knowledge,
Let me stop you for one moment. Your grandparents were already dead, and you were missing them terribly. So you decided to hang yourself so you could find out what they're doing or connect with them. And on the other side, you were in a place of a lot of love, and you were expecting to go to hell for what you did, but you didn't, right?
Yes.
After you hung yourself, were you immediately like in a black space or in another, like in a forest, or where were you?
I can remember microseconds, I felt, I don't felt pain. I don't feel any pain, not physical pain or spiritual pain, mental pain. That was nothing. Just it felt good, strangely.
Like within a microsecond, you were in another place. What did you see on the other side?
When we're dreaming, a very real dream, and in the next second, we come over another sequence. So this was the life, and I come over another sequence. I can come into directly in an orange void.
Orange. Mm.
It's just completely like how can I describe it? It's an endless orange void.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I don't saw my body, but I just fly around there, and slowly, and it talked to me, it sing to me without a voice. It was completely quiet, but it communicated with me in a strange way, without words, without sounds.
Who do you think was talking to you? Just the void itself?
I don't know. It was not a normal communication like with you,
Mm-hmm.
like between or even
Or
animals.
like a telepathic communication?
Like that. It's just spiritual. Felt.
Would you say that this orange void was like maybe being in an orange cloud or like an orange room that went on for infinity?
Not room and not a cloud. It was like being inside the sun, but it was not hot inside there. It was I don't felt any pain or any. I don't. I was not scared, and it was peaceful, very very peaceful.
Well, what was it asking you or telling you?
Told me very very strange things about the creation and what the life is about and things like that. It was,
Do you remember like what is life about? What it told you?
yes, but I will tell it in the next dream sequence
Okay.
because there I get real answer. It gave me, how can I describe it? It gave me a feeling. It talked to me with a feeling. It's very strange, not telepathy, not words, not sounds, just a feeling. And that feeling I used in the next sequence. So in the next sequence, like in a dream, I come into the next sequence, the completely shiny, white, bright desert. It probably not was a desert, it was completely flat ground. And the air, it was completely white. Everything was just shiny. And first time I recognized my body there. I was naked as I was born, And I, I don't have any feelings. I was not hungry, not thirsty. It was not warm or cold. It just was. Um, and I started walking just ahead, and walked. I don't know how long I walked, in this singularity, in no time. So I don't know how can I describe the time, but I just walked, and I don't have any talks, not one word. And first time I get a thought in my head when I saw a black point on the horizon. And I asked myself, what is this? What is it? The curiosity, the first instinct in the life. We are very curious. We humans, and then in this second born my curiosity. So I hurried up to come closer this black point, and I got more thoughts. This is maybe my rescue there, and I come closer and closer, and I saw an old lady, not my grandmother, because I should remember it, and a stranger, an old lady in black clothes, lying on ground, and just stand there and look at her, and she look up to me, and just say with a dry voice, "Please give me water because I am dying." Like, "Please give me water because I am dying." And I get goosebumps now when I tell this. I am almost crying when I don't have anything. I don't have any tools. No Coca-Cola, no stores anywhere, and I get panic, and I ask myself, what to do. I want to save her. I absolutely save her, and then I get the voice through the air that said me, "Feel because you have a heart. Think because you have a mind. And act because you have two hands." And at the same time, I understand the message. It took me, I understand immediately with that feeling I get from the orange void. And I felt the pain in my chest. And I recognized that there is my soul. And when you feel sorry for somebody, and it really hurts in the heart, And I get my brain working. I constructed a coup, and I used the most basic material I had, my hands, and I formed a coup. Then I opened my heart, and I cried so much in my hands until my hands was filled with tears. And I kneel down to her, and I put my hands to her lips and say to her, "Drink and live." This was so fantastic when I completely naked, without tools, without anything, without any help. I waited for my rescue, and only with my heart, with my mind, and with my two hands, constructed a coup and saved her.
Do you think that you were being tested at that time?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any answers. I talked about it in almost 27 years, and I still don't know.
Well, what happened next?
Next, I come to just like this. I come to the next sequence, and it was not comfortable. Then I get in a strange tunnel, like a catacomb from a horror movie. A small tunnel with the dark walls, and I lie on I lie on something completely. I couldn't move myself, I just lie there, and I don't believe in ghosts still, and I don't know what ghosts or something exist, but I don't chase ghosts, and I don't chase orbs. I try to be not spiritual and religious because it was too much for me to experience it. So I accepted that I am a little human on the earth. But I was in that tunnel, lying on something not bad, like a hospital, like that, from an ambulance, this, but I don't,
Like a stretcher?
yes. sorry, this story, I feel very, very heavy. No, I just need to breathe. I can go ahead. It's no problem. It's just not easy to tell about.
It's
So,
okay. You're doing great.
I lie on this stretcher, yes. And I saw two very long creatures on my right side. And they just, I can address them. They was like silver in the skin, metallic skin. No eyes, no mouth, no nose, just a long rounded head. And they just stand there beside me. And I look at them, and they just standing there. I have very, very hard to accept this, because I don't believe in ghosts, and I not accepted to meet somebody. And now I met the old woman and these two strange creatures. Actually, I accepted when I come into the dead, everything going dark, and that's all, and the end of the tunnel, it was like a door, with a round window in the middle, two doors, so you can open it, and it looked like a surgery room from a hospital. I can remember, and my first thought in this tunnel was they try to do some surgery on me, but I feel good, and I was very scared, So I don't like to be opened, and I'm a little bit scared from to be opened. I don't like hospitals, but there was I'm really, really scared. And then I tried to breathe, and I get any air. It was some jelly, in the air, and it was very uncomfortable. And then I remembered that I have a life. I remembered everything outside, and I completely get in panic. And these two creatures communicated with me more telepathically this time, and they asked me, "Do you really want to go back?" and I said, "I don't say anything. I just spent my muscles, and like Superman, like this, I just fly up with my fist, and I hit a hole on the wall, and I woke up in the ambulance."
Wow, that was amazing.
Just completely crazy. And I think they gave me visions about they planted visions in my head. They show me that I have a life and I have a choice. Stay here with them, go through the door, or come back to my life. So I choose the life. And I wake up in the ambulance, and I open my eyes. I was completely calm. I never felt me so calm when I opened my eyes. I immediately recognized the ambulance team there. They watched me, and my body not worked. I was in, and I tried to tell them like this, that I am okay. This was my first thought. Chill down. I am back. I am okay. But they told me in the hospital, we can recognize what you say, because we just said, you know. So that was not like the awakening up from the other side. It was not like on the movies. In my case, like wake up and hello, hello. Here I am. My body not worked. And after a hour, this was a policeman with me too. He sat that evening aside my bed, and he was so kind. He was like an angel. He watched over me, and he put his hands on my head, and I saw in his eyes, he almost cried. He said, "I am watching over you, and I am happy that you are back." And this was my responsibility to make calm him, also calm him down, and tell him that it's all right. I feel very good. It's just it's all right. I am not suicidal. I searched for an answer, and I am very very happy to see you too. And then I told him I am ready to go home now. I feel very very good. And after an hour, I get a lot of energy, a lot of life power, you know. And I just stand up and say, no, now I go home, you know, and just fixing in the life, you know, and eating a good meal, you know, and watching some good movie. And but they don't release me from the hospital because this is policy, you know. After happening like this, they kept me, and they did X-ray on my brain. They took blood samples and a lot of tests, you know, to check how many oxygen I have, if I have any damages, and they was very surprised because I didn't get any scars on my brain, no sight of any brain damage, lack of oxygen or focal changes. You know, I was completely normal, so they was very surprised about it.
Did the people in the ambulance or in the hospital tell you that you were dead for 21 minutes?
The hospital, yeah. They can check how many oxygen I have. I had, you know, and so.
When you came back to life in the ambulance, were they shocked to see you back?
Yes, they was very, very stressed, you know. The ambulance team was very stressed. They was very stressed, and the policeman who sat next to my bed was very, very sorry. I saw it on him, and I told them all that I am all right. I felt me very, very calm, you know, and after a hour, my body worked very well, and I was back in my mind completely, and want to go home, but.
Let me ask you about those creatures. They were silver creatures that kind of looked metallic. They were kind of humanoid shaped with big heads, but they didn't have any eyes or mouth or ears.
Yes, long heads, long small heads, like my finger, you know. So
Do you think it's possible that they were aliens?
I am too scared to think about it. They was because I can't figure it out. I can get an answer what they was. Um, so I don't have an answer what they was. Angels. I'm a little bit scared to think in religious terms, you know, and aliens. Shit, I say. Oh my God. What was they? I don't know, but they was.
Were you afraid of them?
No. They just stand there. They was not. They was not. Not a threat. They was very calm, you know, and I felt the energy, like in human language, karma, you know, or what. the shining, the invisible shining, the spiritual shining. I felt it. So they was very, very calm. They didn't anything. They just stand there and waited for me.
You mentioned that you weren't spiritual or religious when this happened. Have you changed and become spiritual or religious now?
No, never. No, oh, no. Because this experience was so big that I don't feel any need to be spiritual uh, or religious after it. I was a seeker before it. I have not become religious, but I lived in a Capuciner Montessori in 1 year to find answers, and then I deal with Jehovah's Witness, also Islamic teachers. So I just needed to find an answer so I can know that my grandparents are somewhere. And all right, if they are somewhere, my life can get a higher meaning because I can wait for them. But I need to know that they are somewhere, and, they are well.
Do you feel like you have those answers now, like your grandparents are somewhere?
No, still not. I don't solve them, and I don't get any answers on the other side. I met an old lady, a stranger for me, and these two dudes. I don't know what they was, but
At this point in your life, do you feel comfortable that after we die, we still carry on? We just live in another realm or dimension?
honestly, I don't know if it's a temporary, a short process, and then we disappear. I don't trust depth enough. I mean, in years, 10 years, and come back. So I know that there is really something after it. But I know that death, when we die, the next minutes, maybe the next hour, can be visual, and we still exist. This is what I can witness about, but I don't know how it feels in the death, maybe in the next 10 years when we are dead, or it's just keep going and keep going. But I can tell I can only tell what I experienced. Maybe we can exist in the first 20 minutes, the first hour, or maybe a little bit longer. But
Well, you were given a choice whether to stay or come back.
yes, I get a completely clear choice. And when I was in this tunnel, I don't have any idea about that I had a life. No memories, not a clue that there is life outside. So, I think these two creatures or dudes gave me put some vision in my head and showed that you have a life. And here are we waiting for you. There is a door, and there is light inside there. And you can choose. You can go back, or you can follow with us.
Once you came back, how did your life change?
Oh my God, this is completely insane. I had a lot of wish before to be, like any kids or people, be maybe actor or artist or musicians, or get some nice skills. And I just started painting in a hyper-realistic style. The week after, it just said, now, and I go to the artist store, and I bought artist canvas and colors and paints and brushes, and I felt me incredible calm, and my stability was enormous. My life power was, the feeling of life was enormous, and this is still like that.
Can you show us one of your paintings? Do you have one nearby?
I am not sitting in my working room, but if you wait,
Sure.
maybe I have something here. So, Jeff, I have two animals, painting them right now. So, wait, this is my cat I painting now.
Wow, that's amazing. And you've never taken an art class in your life?
No, 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 no. This is I fixing up to the frames, the frames. So this is not finished yet.
But it looks amazing.
Thank you, and I can maybe find some. After a long time, I painting my own animals because I never have time to paint my own stuff, So this time I do it. I try to find one more. They're also not finished yet. This is my Chihuahua. What?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It will also be hyper realistic
Yeah,
style.
it looks amazing.
Thank you. So this is the ground. You see, this is real canvases.
Have you ever tried to paint those creatures?
Wait. I just put it down here. No, not yet.
I would love to see a painting of those.
Yes, you gave me an idea, definitely. So I will paint them.
That would be awesome.
Because, I
What
never
ab-
had an idea to.
What about if you could paint the old woman? Do you think you could paint her as well?
Yes. Wow. You gave me an idea. Thank you.
I gave you your next two paintings.
Yes, absolutely. This is wow. Thank you.
I would just love to see what you saw, I think it would be amazing. Even if I don't know how you could paint it, but if you could paint that orange, I guess you would just color a whole thing orange and that would be the orange void, I mean, there's probably not much to paint there. Just orange on a canvas.
No, the orange void was very interesting. It has different shades of orange. It's like a deep orange, and it's just like golden dust, or inside the sun.
So after you came back, you just developed this passion and this ability to paint and write music.
Yes.
And what else?
I became a professional photographer. I was a celebrity photographer in Stockholm.
Wow.
So I have a photo studio too. Musicians, artist, painter. I coding. I web designing. Interiors. So it is too much.
Do you have a website where we could see more of your work?
Yes, it's eternica.org.
Eternica.art. Okay, I'll put a link to it in the description so people can find it.
I also describing this meeting with a woman. So the next thing, when I woke up in the hospital, I went to the shower to take a shower, next morning, and there I saw something strange on my body. I can show you soon. In the middle of my body.
Sure.
In the middle of my body, I get a shape. It's a very concrete shape, and so a lot of small points who makes the shape. So when I saw it, I was scared again, and normally I am not so scared, but something scare me. I was in many wars, and saved a lot of people. But small things like this, I get a skin cancer. This is really scary for me. So I went to the nurse to show this shape, And she just checked on it, and she said it is nothing. It's just a normally shape, uh, and it was not there before. So uh, it took me another month to study it in my home. I can show you. So this is in the middle of my body. It is big like this one arrow. So, and this show, this is a map um, to something, I think something incredible.
So are you saying that the shape that's on your body is a map?
Yes,
A map to what, do you think?
I don't want to shock you.
Oh, you can't shock me.
The first time I tell about it like this, I told about before that I was dead and what I experienced, but never about it. This is my very, very first time. And this is a big step for me. I don't know how people take it, and I have a lot of doubts why I will not tell about it. This is a map for a coup, and this shows the base is like this, and from this coming out two other shapes like this.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? It's a map of a what?
It's a heart
It's a heart?
with two horns.
So it's a heart
And
with two horns.
yes, and then the left side, it's a bigger point in the heart. You can see how it looks like. So there is also the bad eye marked on this. And I studied the religion before, but and I know how the human nature is. And it's not always, it's not always so good. Humans fighting each other, and humans are not always so strong. So they need to find somebody to blame on. So if you see the heart with the two horns and the left eye, this is the face of what they call for the devil.
The devil.
But yes, but I am not religious, so I don't think this is so easy to blame an angel to be so bad because this is in our human nature to blame. So I don't think dog can be a cat or an angel, hairy, thorny goat. So, and the next example I can say, not everything is gold, what's shining. So when I study this is the heart. Remember the heart, and the mark on the left side in this heart. That is not a bad eye. That is the surge. The surge what I felt when I met the old woman. And the two horns, that is not horns. This is the cup itself.
It is the what?
These two horns that are growing out from the heart, the symbol. This is the cup, and not horns. And it show you need to understand. This is so obvious. This mark on my body. So the heart, the left point, not the bad eye, but the sword, and from the heart, not horns, but the cup itself.
Can you tell me again what the left eye represents?
I hear in the religious terms that the devil, the left eye, the bad eye. I'm not really sure what it's about, but they told me that the devil, the left eye, the bad eye.
Do you think that the left eye represents the devil or something else?
On my body, it represents the soul itself. This is this is why it is marked on the heart-shaped.
Are you saying it represents the search?
Yes,
The search for your grandparents?
the search for the life,
Search for.
that gave life to the old woman. My tears.
Hmm.
Because you can feel the pain when you are sorry for somebody, and this is because it has a reason why you feel it in the chest. Everybody felt it, I think. So this talking to us why and what to do, and there is a search, and it can give life.
This marking maybe appeared when you were dead or at some point, but once you got up and took a shower, that's when you noticed it was there.
And I know my body. I never saw it before.
And it never goes away, right?
It's still there.
It's amazing. Do you think it's there to serve you as a reminder?
Yes, absolutely. That is the right word. This is the reminder, so I don't forget what I felt in the death. So this is why I call it for the map.
You're calling it a map, right? To me, usually a map means, to find directions to something.
Find direction to this cup. And this cup was searched for. I read it. I saw Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that. It sounds like you're talking about the Holy Grail. That's fascinating to think about. That tears was the liquid to drink to give somebody eternal life.
Which is too big to me. This is my first time I thought telling about it.
I had thought about that as you were saying it earlier, but I'm glad you said it too, because I thought maybe it was just only my imagination.
I waited for you to say the words, say the name. They never found it.
Right.
They searched for it not so long time ago, 10 or 20 years ago in Scotland, in some monastery, but they never find it. King Arthur, the legend,
Right.
they can find it. And this is given to us all.
They may never find it. It may only be in that dimension, not ours.
It is in our dimension. It is here.
You think it's here on the earth somewhere?
Here.
Ah.
It is the construction kit, the blueprint, the ability to write the blueprint, and here is the cup.
I like that. This is the cup, and
Yes.
love is the liquid that you drink
Um,
in the form of tears.
yes, there are different kind of tears. And when you have pain, it's not the same tears chemically, like when you feel sorrow and love for somebody. So there is a different kind of tears. So I read about the tears, what they contain, and not every kind of tear contains the same ingredients.
Really interesting. I thought it was always just kind of a liquid, like a salty liquid.
No, it's a lot of things in the tears.
That's fascinating.
Yes. So I using my tears to make me to stay young, stay healthy. I am never sick. And as a deep feeling human, I drinking my tears.
Wow.
But only my tears that's coming from the truth and the real feeling. I was in Bucha, Bucha massacre in Ukraine.
You were in the war. You were a soldier in the war in Ukraine.
Soldier. I can show you. A moment, please. Moment. Run around here and maybe just for life saving.
Okay, so you were in a recent Ukraine war that's still going on now,
Yes.
and
Several times.
you were over there as a soldier or to help save people?
I have saved people. I was also in Bosnia, and I come into the most dangerous areas, to save children, women, and old people, elderly people.
So you would rescue people.
Yes, I rescue people.
That's awesome.
I never killed somebody. I don't like killing, so.
Right. Well, that's amazing, actually, that you were able to go rescue people and get them out of danger.
Yes, but the point is, when I was in Bucha last time, there was a lot of bombs and shootings, and I managed to save 3 buses with people. I don't know, over 100 people, and they shoot us. They shoot us. They attacked us,
Mm-hmm.
and I hold a child. I ran with her, the mother, as I knew, and they killed.
It killed the mother or the child?
When I hold. And I have a I'm very hard not to keep my back tears. And this kind of tears I drink
Those are the tears that you drink?
from the truth, from the love. And I feel I did not did my best. And I can save more.
I think you're doing an amazing job. And I mean, for me, you're doing your best. Most people would never do what you're doing.
I don't know. But, it's not about thank you. And I don't drink now because it's not right. But this is not about the war. This is about the tears, the deep feeling that what is given to us all from the life from universe itself. We can feel much deeper.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 52, 53.
Well, we're the same age, but you look younger than me. You look young.
I'm cheating.
You're cheating.
Yes, I can no one gray hair.
Yeah.
No, my looks crazy because I grow it, long hair, and it's completely crazy hair.
Well, we're brothers. I'm growing mine too, so we're about the same.
It's safe. It is nice that we are similar.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this hat. So it's working. The GRAIL is really working. I call it for the cup because I don't like to say GRAIL.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned before, they searched for it lastly in Scotland. There is description about it, articles on Google, but they can't find it. And why? Because they're digging with it.
I think it's amazing that what you're telling us, that this is the Holy Grail.
I don't know. It's my first time to tell about it under decades here, and if you can see a legend, I don't know if Jesus existed or not, but this is a big legend. So there is a possibility that he existed because he changed the world, the religion and every Christianity and everything. So, but I can say I was not there, so I did not witness it. So I can say if he existed and if he really are, I am happy for it. And I don't think Jesus is mad on me if I don't say that I know 100%, 100% that he existed, because he are much bigger. If he are, I mean, if he is, he's much bigger than me. He's a divine person, and I think he can forgive me. But if we see this legend, he was a poor man, fugitive. He tried to did. I know a lot about that Jesus. He tried to did good things, and if you can imagine, for 2,000 years, a poor man in the Middle East. You think he had a lot of gold to make a GRAIL, a cup, And look at me, I have my Rolex watch here, and I am poor, but I have my Rolex watch. so it's not make a sense. So I think that cup, Jesus mentioned the poor man's cup, that is one. And I think a lot of people who try to drink from the hand, hiking, or when they was child, try to drink from it. So the next strange thing I thinking about, all religion, the Islam do like this, the eyes and this too, the Christianity do like this, and everything do like some strange things with it, but this is not connected. It's always the eyes and hands, and but what missing? What missing? The heart, the blueprint, the mind, and acting. So feel because you have a heart, think because you have a mind, and with your mind you can create a cup and open the torch in your heart and give liquid to somebody who are dying. And the legend is true. If you drink it, you become young, you become healthy. The legend is completely true.
Would you say then that every time you have tears, you basically wipe them from your eyes and lick your fingers?
Yes. And your channel here too. I study this phenomenon. So we have a channel down to our mouth.
Right.
So the tears coming down to our mouth. And the most animals or vegetables on this earth have a self-healing mechanism on earth. So they can heal themselves. I'm not a healer. I'm nothing more than just a little man on earth. This is what I feel. So I don't want to be a religious leader, or a chief, or I don't need slaves. I don't need. I will do my life myself. I will fix my bed on the morning. I will cook my food. If somebody is hungry, I am happily the one who cook the food and give them food. So I have no intentions to be somebody that I am not. I am just a little man in the universe. That's all. This is my identity, and then my work, the paintings, music. This is a gift. I am very grateful for. This gives me a purpose to do something in the life.
Well, Karl, after watching this podcast, people may want to talk to you and ask you questions. Are you okay with that?
This podcast here is this is the first time I tell about stuff like this, and this is a big step for me. So I am prepared for everything, and you can read on my website. Despite my openness, I protect my integrity and inner peace. Peace of mind is a sought after treasure that I don't waste, only if life demands it. That's why I live an open yet sacred life. So I hide myself. So my integrity is very important, but I make it easy. You wish I do it. So I'm open for it.
Okay. So is the best way to contact you from your website?
I have an email address there. Yes, it is. I'm also on Facebook, and I need to explain why I call myself Karl Eternica, because I am the essence of myself. Like this is the natural order in the life. Everybody is an essence of themselves. And I was in Ukraine, and to protect myself from the enemy, so I changed my name on Facebook, and I don't have more friends now than 7 friends to protect.
Right.
Because the enemy, I don't want to say his name. I'm not politician. I don't thinking in political terms. I protect me from politics. I acting on humanitarian levels. But I say the enemy, so not point on one person. They want to punish everybody who helped the Ukrainians. And the enemy not understand that if the enemy need help, there are also children, innocent children, elderly women, elderly people, and an innocent woman who not will harm anyone. They are the enemy people, but if they need help, I will save them too. So this is, but this is why I am hiding my name to be protected, because they reading Facebooks, they bots reading Facebook, and they have a lot of agents and.
Well, before we finish up, can you give us one last positive message?
One last positive message. If I can talk to you without words, nothing here. This is a tattoo I did. This is old and not so very pretty right now. This is a heart. So this is the message.
Karl, thank you for your message, and thank you for being my guest.
Thank you very much. This is a big step for me, and I feel very deep gratitude. Gratitude to you gave me this chance to tell about it.
Well, I am grateful that you took this big step with us, and thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the JeffMara podcast. I really appreciate you. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. And if you do, there are loyalty badges and other perks depending on your level of membership. All you need to do is click the join button underneath the video to find out more. Thank you for your support.